What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So Terra Luna Classic has been kind of all the rage right now. Everybody and their mom has been talking about it. If you go on YouTube, you type in Terra Luna Classic, you're going to get a ton of different creators. Not just me, a lot of people. Go and check those guys out if you guys want to. But what I want to talk about in this video is when will Terra Luna Classic find a way to drop that next zero? Because we already seen it drop this zero, and we're like, what have you done for me lately, right? It's already old news that we dropped this zero, and now we're trying to move up to a level to where we're breaking the all-time highs. I'm not saying all-time before the crash, all-time after the crash, which was like 65.00065 or something like that. So breaking that level and dropping after that will be a thing. So when are we going to find a level to actually break that level? Not only break that level, but also take away one of those zeros, delete another zero, getting to, instead of being at 2% of a penny, we would be at 20% of a penny or 10% of a penny. So how can we get to that? When can we get to that? All of that within this video. Guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out any of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, make sure you guys do that. That link is in the description. Also, if you want to follow me on Rumble, that link is also in the description. Now, I wanted to give you a little bit of an update on exactly where I stand with my Terra Luna Classic. So I currently have 33 million that's staked, 13 million that's getting undelegated, and then I have 227 that's in staking rewards. But I also have 8 million or 7 million that's over here. So totaling around 55 million coins. Now, this is not accurate to say that this much is worth this much. It's actually worth a lot more, and I don't understand why Terra Station is having trouble figuring out what the conversion is and what the price point is and how much my balance actually should be, because it should be a lot more than that. And just going through the math on my spreadsheet, you're going to see that at 0.00021, it's at $11,000. So it should be a lot more than what is standing there, but I do have $11,000 in Terra Luna Classic overall. And that's basically just a little update in what I'm holding. But I also want to go through Terra Luna Classic and what has happened today, what has happened maybe the last month or so, as well as, you know, understanding what my overall opinion is on whether we're going to see it drop that next zero. So currently in the day, Terra Luna Classic is down by 16.4%, almost 16.5% today. It's at 0.0002166. We're seeing the volume kind of significantly down from where it was. It's down 46% day over day. And we see it at $713 million worth of volume. It still is above the $1 billion market cap, which is fantastic, seeing it at a $1.2 billion market cap. However, we're seeing it decrease. Like, it's never a good sign or never a good thing when we see things that are decreasing, because we want to see it continue to increase, right? However, as a person that understands investing, you understand that as positions run, you need healthy retracements. If you don't have healthy retracements, the more that it goes up, the more that it finds a way to come down, right? The more that it goes up without coming down, it gets stronger and stronger, and it will come down, way more than you thought. So it's good to see that we're seeing a little bit of a retracement in my eyes, because now it gives it a little bit of strength, and hopefully we can see it bounce and not just have a bunch of people that decide to sell off, because honestly, it shows so much strength and so much potential to run. But if the market is just not ready, then Terra Luna Classic will eventually follow. And I don't want that to happen. So really, all of this depends on what happens with the entire market and how hype we are going into these approvals of the Bitcoin ETF, the Ethereum ETFs, right? Those there. So anyways, let's go ahead and look at Terra Luna Classic and look at how it has worked, or I guess how it's moved, right, over the last 7 days. The last 7 days, it's up 88%. It went from this low level of four zeros, or almost four zeros, actually, right at the borderline of being at, that drop zero, to increasing up to this level of 2.7 multiple times before decreasing here. So having that double top scenario, which is never really the best thing, but it's always great to see that, because then you could possibly see some of these, resistance points that it does hit. And hopefully it doesn't find a way to fill this gap here. I feel like it's going to find these resistance points unless the market just continues to look bad. Because right now you could see up here it's red. It is at a $1.54 trillion market cap, but it is down about 1%. So seeing things that are down, again, you'll see Terra Luna Classic that plays catch up with the market. So you've seen a little bit of a retracement. That's good to see. Also, you see that retracement in a bigger picture when you take like the 10,000 foot view. You can see Terra Luna Classic is at 0.0002181, which is up 234% in the last month. Was up 300% at one point, but obviously it is significantly down from where it is. Just know that a million Terra Luna Classic coins now cost, actually it's a little bit higher than what I put on the spreadsheet, but a million Terra Luna Classic coins cost just about $220, meaning that each 1 million that I have is $220 there. So if you wanted to do quick math, it would be 5 times 2, and you would have 10,000 total. But then you would also add the 20 in there, multiplied by that, and then you would have another, 1,000 that you're adding on top. So it's 11,000 some odd dollars, right? But either way, we're seeing this at a level that I feel like is still equally sustainable, right? It's going to, yes, decrease or retrace down here, but this is healthy. This whole entire thing is healthy. Seeing it get to this point, I really hope it doesn't follow, the market, and the market doesn't completely collapse on us. Because if the market does completely collapse on us, then you're going to see Terra Luna Classic that does take a dive. So my opinion on whether we're going to see Terra Luna Classic drop this next zero and when it's going to drop this next zero. Well, I think this month is definitely going to be interesting, right? This week, a lot of people were like, it's going to drop a zero. I put out a tweet recently that says it's going to drop a zero this week. And this week looks like, or it's had a lot that has happened. So honestly, unless we see some sort of larger news, I think this week may be, not saying like shot, but it may be to a point where it's like a standstill type of thing, a consolidation before we break out. Because as we get closer and closer to the end of the month, we get closer and closer to the new year. That's where the Bitcoin spot ETF that really comes into play. So it might not be as popular as it was this weekend to talk about cryptocurrency. I hope that things completely turn around and we get some sort of huge news related to the spot ETFs. But right now it doesn't look like that. Now I'll admit when I am wrong 100%, but this is not saying that I'm 100% believing that this is the case, because there's so many things that can happen. But I would definitely say by the end of the year, we should see it get up to a point to where it competes, or by the end of this year, so it's the end of this month, we should see it get up to a point to where it competes at least for that previous all-time high after the crash. And then in the new year, that's where we probably see it break that level of that third drop zero, giving it a $5.9 billion market cap and on its way up to maybe a $10 billion market cap or so, and maybe even further than that. So going to give people a lot of opportunities to take profit, and that's okay. It's healthy to take profit. That's a part of investing, and it's not about people paper handing or anything like that. That's not the term we want to have. We don't want people diamond handing. We want people to treat this as if it is an investment. As you're going through the standard processes, you're selling, you're buying, you're doing everything that you want to do. It never needs to be that, because it's not to a point where people are aggressively shorting it and you're seeing it shorted more than the shares that are available or more than the coins that are available. That's not really the case. So there's no point in diamond handing it and holding out for the hedge funds to die. Like, that's not really the case at this moment. What is the case is the fact that we see so much popularity, we see so much movement, and we want to make sure that people are consistent in what moves they make. So if you're making a you make a buy, you have a certain goal to where you are going to sell some of your position or all of your position. It just creates healthy movement within the chart, in my opinion. But guys, I think 2024 will be the time period where we see that drop zero. I don't think that will happen in 2023. If it does happen, fantastic. I'll admit that I was wrong and I'll still be happy because I have 55 million. But I'm just trying to kind of curve expectations a little bit and make sure people don't expect the world from this position when it may not give you the world, right? It may just give you a couple of continents. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Follow me on Rumble, follow me on Patreon if you guys want any of the spreadsheets or any other information. But I'm going to get out of here and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.